Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the weekly reset for week number 5 of Dragonflight Season 3. We've got quite a bit to talk about today. We're going to talk about the stuff that happened last week and what's been going on. We're going to get into everything that I have planned for this week. But of course, we're going to kick things off by taking a look at today's vaults. And I think I have 2. And we're going to kick things off with the Paladin, I think. Alright, so the Paladin is in pretty good shape. I did get pretty lucky with the previous raid I did with the guys on Saturday, and I picked up a Signet brand trinket. Apart from that, everything's pretty much the same. Obviously, we got the Gorehowl 4-set. I still haven't crafted anything, and on like both the Paladin and the Demon Hunter, actually, like rings and trinkets have been very hard to come by. So I think on both, I'm going to have to craft the ring at least. I'm gonna double check this because I have been oh, it's a good job I checked, because yeah, we want some DPS trinkets, not tank, not just yet anyway. Let's see what we get from today's vault. Well, just looking at it now, I know that the neck is actually really good, but it's champion. Oh, I was kind of hoping I got, did I not even get 2 slots for heroic? There is no way that even a hero, one of the, like, I don't even remember looking at this one, to be honest. It's not better than a Pips or a Brand, surely. As much as I want to pick this up, I might have to look at either the back piece or the neck, which I'm leaning more towards, even though it's champion. It is what it is. It's my own fault. I haven't done enough on the Paladin, and looking at it, I'm kind of leaning towards the neck, even though it is a champion piece. Now, I've struggled for necks, so I don't feel so bad taking this one. The only other option, which would be an upgrade, not the trinket, holy moly, is the back. I'm all right with the one I have. I don't know if it's been nerfed. I haven't really kept up to date. This would just be a waste for me, to be honest, because I'd just end up getting rid of it. Not going to take the veteran piece and the rest of it. I think this is... the back piece is, yeah, again, and I think I can get quite a lot of back pieces anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the neck. I've struggled with necks. It's champion. Again, like, my neck is crafted at the minute, but I'm not going to craft the neck for a very long time, I don't imagine. So I'm going to go pick that up. It's unfortunate that it's champion, but it is what it is. Currently 467, which I didn't really touch on with the neck equip. I will go and put some gens in and probably look to upgrade it. It's quite nice. I wanted to play around with this neck anyway. I don't actually know, like, is consecration fire damage? Like, what was actually fire damage? Because we have to deal fire damage to get the absorb. But yeah, the Rep Paladin's getting there slowly. Nearly 470. Dude, in raid, Rep Paladin absolutely pumps. Haven't really done so much Mythic Plus, and that is on the agenda for this week. But we'll see what happens. This week's affixes, it did give us an Ataldazar, and we have an awful week for affixes because we have Fortified, Entangling, and the Fortified is paired with Bolstering. Oh man. This is going to be a pretty horrible week for keys, not going to lie. So we'll touch on it in a bit, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be pushing. All right, on to the Demon Hunter, and I can't remember what's changed from last week, if I'm absolutely honest, other than the fact that we reached 3,100 rating, and we'll touch on that a little later. Actually, I lied, because on stream, I tanked my first ever 20, and a hero double time finally dropped. So, although I'd like one in the vault, I'm really not bothered now. I mean, it would be nice to have a myth double time, don't get me wrong, that is like top of the wish list, but I'm good. I finally got one after all of the grinding that I've gone through. Once again, like, rings have been a pain in the ass to get hold of, but they don't have main stats, so I'm not bothered too much. The rest of the gear is pretty good. I got Hero Ashes, which is really good for Mythic Plus. The Pips, really good. Kind of be nice if it wasn't champion and it was a bit higher, but you know, I still need to craft my 3rd item, which is probably going to be a ring, and I guess at some point, maybe a little later, I'll go and upgrade some more gear, and hopefully get to 480 because we're currently 478, so we're not too far away, but it's really the rings that are holding me back. Let's go take a look at the vault. I'm going to make sure we are in Havoc because we still want some of those trinkets. Fingers crossed. Double time incoming. Nah. Again, I'm not too bothered, but oh. So I see avoidance and I get excited, but it's, you know, crit and haste is good for raid, don't get me wrong. Trinkets, I think, a bit poo. This is the biggest upgrade now. I'm probably going to stick with the form foot wraps for quite a while, so it doesn't make sense to take the boots just for the long run, and hopefully we get some boots later on. Again, like coming with the haste, and it's higher on the haste as well. If it converts into something bad. This one, although it does have haste, and I mean, haste is at the bottom, it's not terrible, but it's not the most important too. So the fact that this is higher on crit, I think this is probably one of those cloaks that a lot of demon hunters are actually picking up. So I think I'm going to take this. We do get a juicy 24. If it's rise, I think I'm going to cry. Oh, Black Rook. Not sure we're gonna push this high this week. It is a pain in the butt, but we'll see. This is roughly a 10 item level upgrade, so with this new back equipped, it takes our total item level nowhere. But I have got some crests that I need to spend. I need to look and prioritize, and you know what? I think I'm gonna craft the ring, so I might even be like 480 by the end of the day. I'm really not sure. One last thing that I wanted to mention in terms of gear that I forgot, and I apologize about my bags. You guys at me all the time. I've still got like old tier. I'm sorry. We actually got our hands on a branch, which I'm probably not going to use. I might play around with it. It's just a pain in the ass for demon hunters to use. I honestly, unless I'm playing the no mover build and I can just like strafe and take a couple of the orbs, get the power buff, and then go and take the third block. I just can't be asked. Ashes and pips are just so much easier to use. So, I mean, if I can use these and utilize it better than the branch, then it's going to be so much better than the branch. But if I can actually play around the branch, then there's no competition. The branch just smashes it. And I just place darkness, apparently. I think that was a defense mechanism. All right, those were the vaults. I'm not going to do any upgrading. There isn't anything else to discuss on that one. So, yeah. Well, vaults weren't very exciting this week, but both characters got upgrades, so, you know, it's not the end of the world. The weeks I start taking sockets without actually wanting them, well, it's going to be rather sad. But so far it's been all right. It hasn't been bad. Like, upgrades, as I say, it's hard to get mad about. All right, we'll get the ADHD update out of the way. I've written in my notes no change, but I've just remembered I'm actually coming towards the end of my titration, which I don't really know what happens, but I think basically instead of dealing with them, I then get my medication from the doctors instead. I'm due to pick up my next dose tomorrow, which I hope they have some in stock. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to ration again. And if you guys are new around here or curious about my ADHD, mental health, autism, any of that sort of thing, we've got a mental health section on the Discord. You guys are more than welcome to jump in. You can ask me absolutely anything you want. I like to be open and honest about my mental health and help as much as I can. So if that's what you guys want to do, jump on and ask some questions. Maybe you're curious, or maybe you're going through stuff yourself, then the option's there. All right, last week was pretty rough for keys. We got a couple of keys done, which were really nice. We got a 23 Everbloom, and we got a 24 Throne of the Tides, I believe. After that, we tried a combination of 26s, 5s, and 4s for rise and fall. And yes, we rose and fell a lot. I made a lot of really stupid mistakes. The full one was kind of interesting. I did some for sciencing as usual. You guys know how I am. But the first boss in full, where he targets 2 players, you get the big circle. He jumps to that circle, the player runs out. Those circles on the floor weren't spawning. So it was often, and I think one of them was on me. And what happened is storming, the fix that we had last week, knocked me up in the air and my circle disappeared. So no one knew where to stand other than like just get as far away as possible. But pretty much, I think it was like every time, if you got hit by storming or not, like one of the circles was disappearing. And we did make some individual mistakes. it wasn't clean as it is, but I think that was like the main reason we didn't even progress past that boss. So that was a bit sad. I think eventually we did get through to the last boss on Rise, but yeah, mishaps. Some of us died. Not me this time. We didn't end up timing the key. I think we just left it at that, but it is what it is. However, with the keys we did finish, I reached 3,100 rating, and that is an all-time high for Dilly. So I'll give myself a pat on the back for that one. In terms of what we'll be up to this week, well, I told you that this week's of fixes. It's rough. It's not a push week. It's very much the opposite, and I don't think the guys want to do much this week. I might try a couple of pug keys, but that's going to be horrible. That's going to be even worse. So I think we're probably going to chill. Maybe I don't know. I've got to do some weekly levers. 18s, maybe. 18's probably going to be the max. I need to do as much on the Paladin as I can. And we're probably going to take this opportunity to just have some fun, some chill, some kill cheese. And I'll probably do a little bit more on the Paladin as well. I feel more comfortable tanking on the Paladin, and I want some tanking practice. So maybe this week I just play more of the Paladin. But I still need to do the vaults on my Demon Hunter. So yeah, I'll see. And unfortunately, I mean, I could throw up the 24 Throne of the Tides, but there's not going to be any Demon Hunter video this week, unfortunately. Probably not next week either, because we're not going to be doing much on, like, in terms of keys. But instead of the Demon Hunter video on Friday, how about episode 1 of the Affliction Warlock to KSH? Does that sound good? Yes, I have started my adventure, my journey on the Affliction Warlock. It is absolutely horrible. And if you guys don't enjoy the video on Friday, then I'm gonna be very upset. I've put a lot of time and effort into this. I've been getting like 3 hours sleep at night. It's taken a lot of time. And if you're wondering the sort of work that I'm putting into it, and some of it comes down to me and my workflow, but this is how I do it, right? I record the footage on a Wednesday. So everything you see in the video, apart from episode 1, is done on a Wednesday. So after this video goes out today, I'll be working on the Warlock. Just don't tell anyone. On Thursday, I like to look at my notes, because I'm making notes as I go, and then based on my notes, I'll look at the footage to see what happened, just to recap, and then I'll write an entire script. That takes a lot of time. I do the voiceover, and that's hard because I have to get into character, and I have to be happy and loud and cheerful, and sometimes I'm not. So that's pretty tough. Plus, words are hard. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Obviously, I've got the stream we do with the community on Saturday, and then I raid on the Paladin in the evening. And then I start editing on the Sunday, which last Sunday I couldn't, so I've been rushing around. I had to get most of it done yesterday and finish it. And that doesn't really leave me a lot of time to do other things. So I haven't done too much on the Demon Hunter, not as much as I wanted to, and I won't be able to do much else. So yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into these videos. I don't know, maybe in time things get a bit better, a bit easier. I get better at talking, I don't know, but I'm really struggling. I'm dyslexic as well, so even like reading my notes, I trip up and I say stuff like kill cheese. But yeah, I'm not very good with words, which is why writing a script is like the best thing for me. I have had some requests to make Demon Hunter guides, Havoc Demon Hunter and Rep Paladin guides. They are on my list. I am sort of working on them. I've written some notes for both, but with what I've just mentioned and how long it actually takes me to make these challenge series episodes, I just haven't got the time right now. So hopefully when it's over and it's finished, then I can start making some of these other videos. But yeah, just wanted to say a massive thank you, not only to my amazing Patreons that have gone that extra mile in supporting me. You can see their names on the screen right now, but to everyone who has supported me this year on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. The support's been absolutely insane, and it honestly just means so much to me. Thank you guys. All right, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. I hope you guys got better loot than I did in the vault, but that's me done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.